tax refund isn't just extra money, it's your money being returned to you. And let me guess, you're already thinking about ways to spend it. Maybe a shopping spree, maybe a little treat yourself moment. But before you go all out, let's talk about smart ways that you can spend this money so that future you actually benefits from it. By the way, if you're new here, welcome. I'm Kiana, and on this channel, I share personal finance tips, money mindset shifts, and practical way to level up your finances because we are building wealth here, people. If that sounds like your vibe, make sure to hit subscribe and let's get into it. All right, now let's get into the smartest ways to use your tax refund. Number one is paying off high interest debt. Now, I know paying off debt isn't the most fun thing you can do with your refund, but trust me, it's one of the smartest. If you have high interest debt, such as a credit card with 20+% interest, such as my Amex that is like 27% interest, and you're carrying over balances, they're actually costing you way more than you think. Let's break it down. Say you have a $2,000 balance on a credit card with 20% interest. If you only made the minimum payments, it could take years to pay off and cost you hundreds in extra interest. But if you throw $1,000 from your refund on it, you just saved hundreds in interest and cut down how long you're in debt. And I've been there. Credit card debt can feel like this never-ending feedback loop from hell, but making a big payment now can help to reduce how much you owe, therefore reducing the interest you pay, therefore keeping more money in your pocket. Best of all, it's gonna set you up for financial freedom faster. Credit card debt or any other high interest debt is not debt that you want because it takes more than it gives, okay? For example, my spending habit when it comes to high interest debt, such as a credit card, is I only spend what I physically have the cash for. So whatever I have in my debit accounts or my cash accounts is what I spend in my credit accounts. On top of that, I also build a budget so that every time I get a paycheck, whatever I'm gonna spend on, I spend it on my credit, but I have the money at the end of each month to put right back into the credit card to pay it off in full. I personally never carry a debt with my credit card because the balance, like I said, it's just too high. And once that interest carries over, it just compounds, and next thing you know, you owe $10,000 in credit card debt. It's just crazy. So if you can pay off your credit card in full for every paycheck or every month, then you don't carry over any debt and you don't have to worry about high interest. Now, if you're debt free and have a solid plan to tackle it, you should think about investing some of your refund because this is gonna turn your refund into more money over time. And even if you're new to investing $100 or $500 can be a game changer. Now, where should you invest? You could invest in the stock market, starting with an ETF like an S&P 500 index fund. You could also invest in tax advantaged accounts like your TFSA, FHSA, or RRSP. You can also put your money in high interest savings accounts. This is a safer option if you know you're gonna need access to the money soon and don't wanna invest in something volatile like stocks that can fluctuate higher or lower at any given time. Especially in this climate, Trump, with tariff wars and Trump changing his mind every 2 days and us flip-flopping back and forth. It's just crazy times. If you know you're gonna need your money sooner than later, maybe stay away from the stock market and investing and things like that, and maybe just put your money into a high interest savings account where you can earn a steady amount month over month and you don't have to worry about losing that amount. If you're Canadian and you're confused on whether to invest in a TFSA, an RRSP, or FHSA, I've also got a free downloadable PDF for you guys. So you can download that, take a look, share it with your friends, and really make some informed decisions before you put your money into what you want to invest in. Each account has their benefits, so you want to make sure you know the details before you throw some money in there and then, not get it back because you accidentally did RRSP. The third thing you can do is build or boost your emergency fund. Now, raise your hand if you've ever been victimized by a random unexpected expense. Your car breaks down, you have an unexpected dental bill, or you're like me and you did not budget your RRSP contributions and therefore on your tax income return, you actually found out that you owe $5,000. Well, this is what an emergency fund is for. Now, if you're completely new to building an emergency fund and have $0 saved or just nothing really allocated to an emergency fund, you're gonna wanna start out with a small goal. Let's say $500 to $1,000. This, while it might not seem like a lot, is better than zero because if something happens, like we said, you can at least pull from that before having to rely on furthering your debt or getting into a hole that you can't dig yourself out of. Now, if you do have some savings set up and you're working on a financial goal, you wanna make sure that you have 3 to 6 months of your fixed expenses saved so that you have a true financial safety net. If you've been following my budgeting videos, they'll pop up here, you know that I've been saving for an emergency fund. I have a goal of saving $40,000 of my emergency fund for this year. That's on the high end for 6 months, and on the low end for 6 months, my goal is to save around $25,000. For me, the number is so high because that works for my budget and my fixed expenses, but I also wanted to like budget for me having some luxuries as well. So if you know that you just can't do without getting your hair done, budget that into your emergency expense and save for it. But it's also really important for me because I'm hoping to make the leap to becoming a full-time entrepreneur before the end of this year. And so I want to have 6 months of my expenses saved for, so that, you know, I can keep my home, I can feed my cat while I'm taking this big leap and big risk. This reduces the risk for me if I can take care of myself that way. And worst case, if in the 6 months, you know, things aren't working out, you have time to plan and pivot and figure out what you're gonna do next, as opposed to have $0, be on your ass and literally scared you're gonna lose your home, your cat, and all those things. I've linked the tracker in the description of this video as well. If you wanna buy it, you can use my discount code or click the link in the description and you will help your girl out. But you'll also be tracking your finances and savings goal and debt payoff, and I love that for you. You know, another place you should spend the money is investing in yourself. And I can't say this enough, but investing in yourself is the best money you will ever spend at any given time, okay? Because what better way to use your tax refund than leveling up your skills and income? Some ideas for investing in yourself could be online courses. Learn some high income skills like coding, marketing, personal finance, certifications, getting a license or certification that boosts your job opportunities. And if you take a course, you could learn how to do some serious skills like editing videos, like learning how to do lashes, let's say, or even adding a certification to your work experience, which can help you negotiate a raise or get a higher salary job down the line. Or starting a side hustle. Maybe it's time to go after that thing you were looking to do, purchase that domain name, get the equipment, invest in branding, and really go after something that's gonna make you more money in the long run. For example, when I started this YouTube channel, I invested in my camera, some lenses, tripod, mics, hard drives, all of the things that I knew that were, yes, a bigger expense up front, but have helped me in the long run. I've kept all of the same things that I invested in here 2 years later, making these YouTube videos. And whenever I can and have extra money on the side, I invest more into this craft because I love YouTube. I want to make better quality videos and I want to make it more efficiently so that I can create more. So if there's something that you've been wanting to start, this tax income refund could be that perfect push. Okay, let's be real. You don't have to be 100% responsible with your tax refund. You worked hard for it. So if you want to treat yourself, you should do it. Yeah, but just do it with intention. Here are some ideas for a smart splurge. If you want to treat yourself, opt for experiences over things, such as a weekend getaway, maybe going to a cottage, maybe doing a little ski trip, maybe flying to another country for a weekend. I mean, how much is your tax refund if that's what you got? If that's what you can do, let me know what your tax refund is, because you need to figure out how to not owe $5,000. That could be something that not only is super fun, but allows you to be present, enjoy, create experiences, take photos, and create memories that last a lifetime. And if you're looking for a cutesy tracker to plan your next getaway, I suggest using the Coplenty Travel Planner. It's a really simple tracker that keeps your goal at top of mind. You can look at the vacation that you're planning for, track what you're saving towards it, and just keep on track of that goal to keep excited and motivated to get on that vacation or book that getaway. You could also upgrade something that you use daily. So if your laptop charger is at the end of its life, maybe purchasing a new one. Maybe you can splurge on a nice desk setup because you work from home like myself, and how your desk looks really impacts how productive you are, the work you get done, and your mental state. That could be something really good that will help you in the long run. Just a special purchase, you know, if you want to splurge, go splurge, babe, but do it within a budget. Set up a budget beforehand so that you're not going crazy, and yeah, enjoy your money.
You know what, hell yeah.
Your tax refund, if you're getting one, is an opportunity, okay? Sure, you could blow your money, but whether it's investing, paying off debt, or saving for your future, why not make your money work for you? Now, I gave you guys some ideas. Let me know in the comments how you plan on using your refund. Was this just useless and you're like, no, I'm gonna buy that cute purse I've been eyeballing? Because if so, I love it for you. If you got any ideas out of this that you might decide to contribute some of your refund to, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to grab my free PDFs below. I love spending time with you. We've got lots more finance content coming. And if you're still here and wondering what to watch next, YouTube is gonna recommend something for you. So click on it and I will see you in the next one. Love you, bye.